Today I'm going to be making homemade Pop-Tarts or bougie Pop-Tarts, whatever you want to call it. First, you're going to need 2 cups of flour, a tablespoon of sugar, a teaspoon of salt, a cup of butter, 2 tablespoons of milk, 1 egg, and that's it. I like to use a pastry cutter. It's a little bit like making a pie crust, so first things first, you're going to get your butter, throw it on in there. It needs to be cold, you don't want it to be soft. And then you're going to cut in the butter. Cut in. And if you don't have a pastry cutter like I do, you can use a knife. So you just want to cut it in until it's a little bit like pea-sized chunks. Alright, once you've cut the butter, you're going to put in your egg. Put it on in there. I'm going to kind of mix that up into the buttery dough. Make sure you add the sugar in, you need that. Don't get it everywhere like I always do. And then you can put in your milk. I wanted it to be matching because it's bougie Pop-Tarts, you know, why not? Throw the rest of that in. And you're just going to move it around for a little bit with your spatula. And then briefly gather the dough with your hands and get it all incorporated. You just want it to start sticking together. You don't want it to be too dry or else it just won't roll out. Alright, so once it's formed, a nice dough like this, just going to put it in some saran wrap and pop it into the fridge. I'm going to pop it in overnight so I can make these Pop-Tarts in the morning. And then I will see you after this dough is chilled. So you want to just fold it up really tight inside the saran wrap. Kind of press it into a little bit of a square. At least that's what I do. Just get it all chilled together. Like that. There you go. Throw it into chill. And that's it for now. Alright, after leaving your dough to chill overnight, you don't have to. You're going to want to split it in half. And you're going to roll it out into 2 separate sheets. I don't really know where my rolling pin is, so I'm just going to use like a bottle. You can use a wine bottle or whatever you want. You're just going to kind of sprinkle the surface you're rolling on with flour. And then sprinkle your rolling pin or bottle with flour. And then just begin rolling it. And okay, after you flatten them out, they're not perfect. They're kind of misshapen, but that's okay. Because nothing's really perfect. You're going to start trimming the edges just a little bit. You'll use the scraps to make another Pop-Tart at the end of it. But I'm just going to trim the edges till it's still not perfect, but that's okay. So trim them. This one's a little better over here. And then you're just going to cut it in a rectangle. The 2 that go together like this. So I'm just going to set them over there. And these will go together. I'm going to trim that. I'm going to put this on top of it so it's easier to make sure I'm getting the same size rectangle. They're not all going to be the same size at all, but 2 will be the same size. That's 5. And now we're just going to make some magic with the rest of the dough scraps here. So, okay, I have my Pop-Tarts separated. They're not perfect, but you know, they're going to taste delicious. So I'm going to take a spoon, and don't blast me, but I'm using apricot jam already because I'm kind of lazy and I didn't feel like making apricot preserves from scratch. So you're going to put the bottom one on right there. And then you're going to put the filling on the inside like that. And then you're going to take the other one, and then you're going to take a fork, and this is really important, and you want to press down you want to seal it, and then you're going to like score it with the fork to all the edges around it. So then, I'll come over here. So then, it looks like this. And now you're just gonna go do that for the rest of them. So I'm gonna do that and meet you back up. Okay, now that they are all done, like this, they look really cute. You're gonna take your egg wash, which is just a beaten egg, and I like to do a tiny bit of water. Get it on one of these brushy things, and kind of just coat the top so when it bakes it'll be nice and golden brown, because you can do it without this, but this helps everything get sealed in a lot better and also makes it prettier. So once I do that to the rest of them, I'm going to pop them in at 350 for about 20 to 25 minutes. I'm going to check them at 20 and then we'll see. All done. Happy birthday, Mom.